Hey Pixies, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing my favorite manga series. I made a little spread in my journal before I started filming this so that way I could plan out and pick out what manga was my actual favorite. I actually never made a list of my favorite mangas before. I feel like that's because I felt like I didn't have a favorite book in general. I don't have a favorite regular English book, but for manga, I definitely have favorites. I'm going to start off with shoujo, and then I'm going to do shonen, and then after that I'm going to just do other, which is kind of like horror basically. First step on my list is Horimiya. I really love this manga and I really love the anime as well. I started off by watching the anime first, really liked it, so I decided to start collecting the manga as well. I don't have the full collection of this yet, but eventually I will have it. This manga is basically about two people who are in high school, and basically this girl right here, which is the main character, she's kind of like the popular girl, and then he is kind of more shy and reserved and kind of a loner in school. Nobody talks to him, he doesn't really have any friends. He has a secret identity, and she ends up seeing him outside of school in that secret identity, and ever since that day they can't really get each other off their minds. I definitely would recommend watching the anime first to see if you really like it. I always recommend watching probably the anime before reading the manga for certain things, just because for some people who are new to manga and don't know how to read it, it could be confusing. If you watch the anime and then you try to read the manga, you'll understand it more. It'll make more sense if you're a beginner. Next is Blue Spring Ride. I love this series. This series used to have me in a choke hold. I remember when I first finished watching the anime of this, I was obsessed. I would watch all the edits. I would make edits too, because I'm also an editor. I have a whole edit account. I just haven't edited anything in hella long. This basically is about childhood friends who end up going apart because this guy right here ends up moving away. Basically moves back to where they used to live, and they end up kind of reuniting. I would definitely recommend anyone to read this. Like a cute, innocent type of romance. Also recommend watching the anime for this one too, just to see if you like it. This is also kind of, I feel an older series too, which is why it's kind of hard to find in stores most of the time. You kind of mostly have to order them, or if you do go to the store, they have certain volumes. Of course, I had to include Nana, duh. This anime, I feel changed everybody for the better who've ever seen it. So of course I had to collect the manga as well. I obviously seen the anime first, and then after seeing the anime, I was I have to get the manga. I'm collecting this too. I haven't collected the whole series yet either, but like I said, I'm gonna collect the whole thing. This story about two girls end up moving to Tokyo. They're the same age, and then they have the same name, and then they both end up moving to Tokyo. And they're two opposite aesthetics. So this Nana right here is kind of more a punk rock aesthetic. This Nana right here is more the girly dress, bubbly type aesthetic, if you know what I mean, personality, I mean, if that makes sense. It's really good. I would definitely recommend you guys to watch the anime and to read this. Incurable Case of Love. This is a manga. I really love this series, especially because I like how it was short. I feel for a lot of manga series, it'll be so long. You'll be collecting non-stop. It's only 7 volumes. I have all 7. This was an easy, fun read. A lot of the time in shoujo, manga, and anime, the main characters, the main love interests, just do a whole lot of bullshitting and don't actually ever really kind of get together. You'll be on the 30th episode and they hold hands. The slow burn be a little bit too slow. With this series, it actually kiss and stuff, if that makes more sense. It's because this one is a josei, I believe that's how you say it, meaning that this one is for older women and up. If you don't know, shoujo is aimed more towards younger girls, and then shonen is aimed towards more younger boys, and then josei is more for older woman basically about a nurse and a doctor. She's younger than him. There is kind of an age gap, but basically she sees him, she sees the doctor one day like on the street, and there's like somebody who needs help, like a civilian's on the floor, they need help, and the doctor comes up and like saves the person's life. And like ever since that day, like she kind of fell in love with him because she was like, wow, like you literally just saved that person's life, you know? And so ever since that, she decided that she wanted to be a nurse, and she wanted to work at the exact hospital that he worked at, so that way she could marry him. Basically. So she's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. It's kind of crazy that you like set your whole life up so that way you could like just so happen to meet this guy. And what if he'd even like you? Guy in his workplace, he's like really handsome and like everybody likes him, but like he always like shuts everybody down, you know? He's like, I don't need, like he like, nobody there's my type of guy, you know? And she comes in, she's a new hire, so what's gonna happen now? I don't know, you have to read to find out. If you guys aren't sure what you should read, I feel like if anything, this should be the main one maybe that you should check out, just because it's a short, easy read, but then it's like really good too, you know? Then we have A Sign of Affection. I love this series. It's kind of like A Silent Voice Part 2 without all the bullying and all that terrible stuff. What it's about is this girl, her name is, I think, Yuri. Oh, her name is Yuki. I almost said Yuri because you know they always be giving them their same names. Yuki. And basically she's deaf, and then this guy, what is his name? I forgot. It's Utsumi. I don't know. I'm sorry. I be reading in my head, so I never actually have to pronounce the names out loud. The main love interest, he like travels the world and stuff. He's like seen a bunch of the world. He might speak different languages. He's really like handsome and attractive, and basically they end up meeting on like a subway, and he's basically really intrigued by her, and they start their story from there. So here's what it looks like. I love the art style too. There is also going to be kind of like a love triangle. This is her boy best friend who also speaks sign language, and he's been her friend for a long time. This is like my number 2 one I would recommend you guys to read. A Silent Voice. For this one, I probably would say you guys could watch the movie for this one because the movie is really good. I really like this series, so I watched the movie. And I have the whole manga series collection. This one is basically about this deaf girl. Her name is Shoko, and then his name is Shoya. This is a deaf girl, and she was bullied by all her classmates in her class. He was one of the bullies, but he wasn't the only one bullying her. Something happens one day where they kind of take it too far, like the bullies, and basically the blame gets put all on him. And then after that, she leaves that school. She like switched schools and stuff because the bullying was really bad. Like the way these kids were treating her was out of pocket. The teacher was not doing what the teacher should have been doing either. The teacher was bad too. The bullies and everything turn on him, like his own friends turn on him and start bullying him now instead. So it's kind of like he got instant karma. They were all bullying, so it's like they all should have got karma, you know? And he ends up having like no friends and stuff. And so as he grows up, he kind of becomes like suicidal. And it's just really good. It's just really good. I would definitely recommend you guys to read this and watch this. This movie for sure changed my perspective, and it for sure changed, I feel like changed me too. Like it was one of those like life-changing movies. I feel like I really like this series. Kind of ends up like seeing her, kind of running into her because he wanted to apologize and stuff for what he did to her and how he treated her. This is like one of my favorite stories of all time. Lastly, we have the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. I love this series. I'm obsessed with this series. Only 2 volumes out so far. I've been trying to read the 3rd volume online, but I just haven't went back to read it. But I am kind of caught up, but like I'm not, you know? Also, main reasons why I love this manga is because it's green, and it's not just like any color green. It's literally neon green. Like the whole book is neon green, and neon green is literally my favorite color. I know you guys don't know me, and I know you're just starting to get to know me, but I know me, and neon green has been my favorite color since I was like middle school. I started really liking, like, neon green was like literally my favorite color. And it's like, everyone be like, why neon green? Like, I don't know, like, I just like neon green. I like other shades of green too. I have specific shades of green that I like pastel green. There's like a light green. I like a certain type of forest green. But I just love neon green. Like, that's literally my favorite color. Okay, now this one is a little bit, I feel like, on the expensive side because it is kind of all in color. It's $20. So you will be breaking the bank if you try to get this, but you can read it online, guys. Her name is Aya. So this is Aya. She's super pretty. She's like a popular kind of like girly girl, you know? Mitsuki. Bro, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce their names. I'm so sorry, but I know the characters, but it's just like when it comes to names, I'm always like. Here's the other love interest right here on the guitar. She plays the guitar, and basically their story is kind of similar to Horimiya's story. Basically it's about how like the popular girl like meets the like shy nerd classmate that she never noticed before because she saw them out in public. They look totally different. That's basically the same thing. She secretly really likes Nirvana and like rock music. And she works at a CD shop with her uncle. She has a little crush on her because she comes into the CD shop and she's like, who is that like fine ass employee? Like, who is that? I need that. And she thinks it's a boy, but it's really a girl. Guys, I also just got my amp for my guitar. It's over there, so I can't wait to finally start practicing the guitar. I can't wait. When I get better at the guitar and stuff, more like guitar videos and stuff like that will be coming in the future, but I'm not gonna really make like a whole video and stuff like when I'm bad because it's just kind of embarrassing. I don't want people to try to come for me like, oh my gosh, you suck at guitar. Like, I'm just new, guys. I'm just new. So yeah, it's kind of like the similar story like I said, but instead of a girl and a boy, it's girl. All right, now let's move on to the shonen manga. First up, I have Jujutsu Kaisen. This is obviously like goated. I fucking love Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm not caught up on reading it, but I'm caught up on watching the anime. So here's the first volume. Just so you guys do know, there is a volume 0 for this series as well. So if you want to purchase and get into this series, I definitely recommend buying volume 0 and then 1, so that way you're doing it right, you know. The story takes place by this main character. His name is Yuji Itadori, and basically he's a high school student, and he goes to school, and he's kind of really into like the supernatural and just like weird stuff. So like he's in this occult club with his group of friends. One day they're at school after hours. Some supernatural stuff starts to happen. He ends up finding this like finger, and he eats the finger, and he gets, I guess, kind of possessed by this like demon whose finger it was. His name is Sukuna, Roman Sukuna. He gets possessed by Roman Sukuna. He was supposed to kind of like die or like fully get like taken over by him, but he didn't, because he's like another little half-breed like Tokyo Ghoul, like Ken Kaneki.
Why does your hair turn white?
Because it makes me look more badass.
Well, why have your nails turned black?
Because it makes me look fabulous.
He basically can like his regular self, but then he can also transform into Sukuna as well. He basically is given a choice. You either have to join us and become a sorcerer, or we could kill you right here, right now. So he's like, I guess I'm joining then. Sorry, I'm kind of bad at explaining stuff sometimes. So many fine men and women in JJK. Okay. Now we have Peak. This is my #1 favorite anime and manga of all time. It's pretty basic for me to have that be my #1, but what can I say? It's just Peak. Death Note. I chose this cover because this is daddy, okay? Death Note is about Light right here, and he's a high school student, and one day a notebook falls from the sky and he picks it up, and on the notebook it says Death Note. He's like, what the fuck is that? On the inside it says, the human's name who is written in this note shall die. He tests it out, he writes it down in a notebook, and what do you know, they're dead. L is basically like the police officer who's causing all these deaths, and he's the one trying to take him down. On the back, you see how it says the world's most popular manga? It meant to say the world's most greatest. Lastly, we have Chainsaw Man. This is also about basically another little half-breed. Shinji, which is the main character, he's very poor, he has no family, he's just out here trying to make a living of himself. He fights off like the devils and stuff so that way he can get money and like pay back his debt. One day the person that he's working for leaves him for dead and basically gets him killed. Little like pet dog Pochita, which is also a devil, he decides to save him, so they become one. So he turns into Chainsaw Man, and he can also control when he wants to be himself or when he can like turn into Chainsaw Man. If you're into action and stuff, read this, watch the anime. Two series that I don't have that I want to talk about is Tokyo Ghoul and Demon Slayer. I don't have those yet because I wanted to buy the box set of those instead of buying it individually. But I have seen both animes for them, and I'm waiting for that Demon Slayer movie to come out. I can't wait for that movie to come out. Tokyo Ghoul, like I said, I keep saying like half-breed. It's because like these different mangas and animes have the same plot, but it's like a little thing is different about it. He gets turned into a ghoul, not with his consent. Like somebody tried to kill him. Watch the anime, honestly. Watch the anime. You won't regret it. And then you can decide if you want to read the manga. Demon Slayer is basically about a family. Something happens to the family. His sister gets turned into a demon, which is so sad. And basically Tanjiro goes on a hunt to try to turn his little sister back into a human. And while he's doing that, he's like training, he's becoming a swordsman. He meets his other friends Zenitsu and Inosuke. I love them, they're so funny. Basically trying to find a cure for his sister while also fighting off demons and stuff. It's really good. Watch the anime. My last two favorite manga series on my list, Blood on the Tracks. I haven't finished reading the whole thing yet, but I do really like it. It's really interesting. Basically, it's about a son and his mom, and the mom is very giving like abusive scariness. He does something to his cousin, but I'm not gonna say what. The son sees what the mom does to his cousin, leaves him scarred for life, and the mom just tries to pretend to act like it never happened. And the mom is really weird. Like, she's really weird. It's like really creepy. And like the son, he likes a girl for the first time, but the mom is acting really weird like towards the girl he likes. Like, it's giving like the mom likes the son. It's really weird. If you're like into like horror or like psychological stuff, I would definitely recommend Blood on the Tracks. Lastly, we have Tomie by Junji Ito. I'm also wearing a Tomie shirt today, if you guys didn't see. If you want to see my whole fit, you can check out my Instagram or my TikTok or my YouTube shorts. That's where I post all my like fit videos. Yes, I read this whole big ass book. It's basically different stories of Tomie. There's no use escaping Tomie because Tomie doesn't die. She comes back alive. This poor girl, I forgot the original part because like I said, it's been a minute, but basically this poor girl, I think the original story is that she got killed or something by like her friends or something, like off of a cliff, but then like she kept coming back, and every time she came back more like evil or scary or creepier. Men were like, they would be like so infatuated by her, and like they would think she's so pretty, and then all of a sudden they would just hate her and then they'll try to kill her. I would really recommend reading this story too because it's really nice and the art is really nice. I love Junji Ito's art style. I need to get more books by him. I just haven't got any yet. He's one of my favorite manga authors for sure. I recommend reading this. It's a whole bunch of different stories of Tomie in here. Really good artist. Like, this is crazy. This is insane. I love this series. I definitely would recommend this series to you guys too if you like horror and like creepy and like nasty stuff. Thank you, Pixies, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what series you didn't know about but I told you about and you're like, I think I might read that. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys in my next video. Bye.